Well, hello there folks. I've got a really exciting video for you today. One of my favourite parts of the bushcraft camp is the harvest. So when it comes to I've done all the planting, I've done all the nurturing, but now it's actually time to harvest the vegetables itself. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Just a little short video, but really excited. So I'll take you over to the actual garden just now. So you can see in the garden itself that the potato plants themselves are actually starting to die away a little bit. And then I'm going to be harvesting the spring onions as well. And I've got an absolute wee belter of a strawberry there. Love that to bits, but it's also a lovely day in the woods today as well. So it's going to be a wee bit of fun. As I said, not too long a video. It's just really going to be about the harvest more than anything. But it is just gorgeous, the noise of the birds and everything. It's always a special coming to camp. But let's get ourselves set up and we'll get the harvest started. So one thing I've just noticed just when I've arrived at camp there just now, the table at the back of the shelter is actually collapsed. So obviously the back main beam that goes across is just snapped in half and the whole thing's come down. So that'll be a future wee project to get sorted out. Because again, I'd like to try and do a bit more cooking and then eating at the actual table itself. In reality though, that's been there for what, maybe 4 or 5 years. So it's done well actually, even just lasting the length of time that it is. But as I said, let's get ourselves all sorted and we'll get the harvest going straight away. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the potatoes and then we'll move on to the onions, get all the onions. I'm definitely having that strawberry today. That's an absolute belter, but there does seem to be the one strawberry on there. And as I was saying in the last video, the carrots just don't seem to have really worked this year whatsoever. But quite a few people that I've been speaking to are saying the same thing. So it does seem to be a bit of a trend. Oh, wow. So look at that, 2 absolute wee belters. Honestly, it's so hard to try and describe how pleasing that is, knowing that you've grown something at the actual shelter itself, at the camp. Wow, look at that. Another really good one. And another one. And this a wee baby one as well. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Again, I think one of the things I've really had this year is not enough time getting out, keeping it all just watered. I need to be trying to get out and water them as much as I possibly can, and that's just proving to be a bit of a challenge. Lots of wee ones as well. Look at that. That's a really decent crop so far. again, belter. And again, they're perfect size for me for my things like my stews, etc. You know, that I do at camp. So that's may very well be what they're in, or alternatively even mashed potatoes. I mean, look at that. Is it just me that gets excited about these sort of things? And lots of wee ones that I'm probably going to just leave. Again, really nice size. Right, so I'm just going to have a little bit of a dig through. And I said that the thing that I was sort of concerned about is the ground does seem very, very dry. And again, with these, I've had a few over the last wee while, and they have been quite small. Saying that, that's okay. Again, certainly usable in some of the cooking that I do at camp. Yeah, that's a really good one. But again, on this side, just where the carrots were, I sort of put nothing at all. So there's the full crop, and that's including the onions. There's also some chanterelle mushrooms around the area that I've actually picked, and also my strawberry. So what can I say, I absolutely love that. That has been so much fun. And hopefully you guys sort of get a sort of feeling of that as well. But that's it sort of done for another year. So those potatoes will do me for quite a while. Again, just for sort of cooking up pot stews, mashed potatoes, all that sort of things as well. So I've got lots of exciting plans in my head for what I'm going to be using them for. But just brilliant, really, really nice. Oh. Wow. juicy. It's also been fantastic. I've just fed the birds a wee while ago, and they're just going absolutely bananas over there. They're just going crazy. There's so many birds on the bird table, so again, just being able to sort of sit here and watch that, just fantastic. That said, any suggestions for what to plant next year? I'm probably still going to go with potatoes again, because I always do like potatoes. But as I said, any other suggestions? So I've got the sort of circular pot that I've sort of made, and then the sort of main raised bed, but then I've still got the other raised bed around the corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put all the leaves, etc., from this harvest, I'm going to put them in there, and then they'll sort of break down and everything. But as I said, any other suggestions? Obviously the lights of the onions are really good, but again, I'm going to try and do carrots and spinach, but if there is anything else, anyone's got any suggestions, it would be much appreciated. But so I'm just going to take a little 5-minute sort of chill, have a little wander around the forest, and take it all in, because it's just an absolutely stunning day. Well, that was really good fun. I've been looking forward to doing that for a wee while. It's just sort of every week I've been coming up, sort of seeing the potatoes getting closer and closer and closer to harvest point. But that's a really good harvest. Really happy with that. Really pleased with it. And I cannot wait to sort of get up to camp and actually start shoot a video, whether it be mashed potatoes, whatever it may be, but cooking up a meal. But as I said, today's video was just a little quick harvest, little video, and sort of have a little look around the woodland. But as I said, I need to sort of fix that table at the back of the shelter at some point reasonably soon. But just unfortunately with work commitments, it's been really hard trying to get time off to be able to go out wild camping and doing various other adventures. But hopefully get back to it very quickly. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next adventure. Bye bye.